All right, so the cabbage leaves are very tender and soft. Not too soft because don't forget we're going to be steaming them in the bamboo steamer. So you want them to have a little bit of a bite, not too much though. So yes, I'm going to turn the heat off for that. And now my ingredients. I have diced up all these vegetables that you see here. And yes, I could have used a food processor and just chucked them in whole. But you know what I say to that? Hoity toity la di da. I don't happen to have one. So they're going in my blender instead of a fancy schmancy food processor. And I'll tell you something, they're going to taste just as good. Okay? Okay. So if you don't have one of the fancy gadgets, don't worry about it. All right. So I've got soy sauce, ginger, garlic, paprika, celery. It would have been fresh celery, but I didn't have any. And canola oil, kosher salt, and my secret ingredient, flax seeds. Yes, not too much though, like half a teaspoon. You don't need a lot of that. You want to be careful with that, but it's very healthy for you. All right, so all of this is going into the blender, and then that's going to be stuffed in these cabbage leaves, and then it's going in the bamboo steamer. Woohoo! Okay, the bamboo steamer is all prepped and ready. If you watch my other bamboo video, I talk about lining my bamboo steamer with coffee filters. And as you can see, I wasn't lying, I really use them. It's so convenient, it's really easy. Plunk them in, plunk them out, throw them away. And the water that I have down at the bottom of my bamboo steamer, guess what it is? It is the leftover cabbage water. You know, the water that I soaked the cabbage in, that's what that is. So that's going to put a nice little flavor as well into the steaming. All right, so now here's my puree. I added hot sauce, but you don't have to, but I did because I like to kick it up a notch. And I'm going to be adding 2 teaspoons of cornstarch. I'm going to mix that at the last minute here before I blend it with the rice. Now, obviously, this is a ton load of vegetable puree. I'm not going to be using all of that. I just wanted to coat the rice, you know, make a nice little stuffing mixture. I don't want it to overpower the rice and make it some gooey, gloppy nightmare. So I'm going to save the rest of it. You can use it for soup stocks, things like that, all sorts of things. So I'm only going to probably be using maybe a quarter of it, maybe a little bit more, but not too much more. And then there's my cabbage leaves. Yes, they've wilted down, but there are 4 of them in there. So I'm going to be making 4 stuffed cabbage leaves. And when you fold them, they're going to turn really small anyway. So they're going to be like, I want to say, you know, the size of a meatball. Like, oh, and don't get fancy schmancy about how you wrap them. This isn't a birthday gift you're giving to somebody. It's just food. So just wrap these babies up and eat them. Okay? Okay. Have a nice weekend, everybody.